Well, I do appreciate you, even though you get up at this hour, getting up and hopping on a call with me. I just want to ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And the intention is basically just to share your story about FAI, how you found out you had hip impingement, hip problems, what you
Mhm.
did about it, what your whole struggle and journey was, how you came across our stuff, and any kind of words of encouragement or advice you have for people who are somewhere along the path of their own journey out of FAI. So I guess just start
Yeah,
by introducing
absolutely.
yourself. Like, who are you? Where do you live? How did you find out you had FAI? That kind of stuff.
My name is Alexander Garber. I'm 31 years old. I live in Melbourne, Australia. The the FAI story really started a few years ago when I took an interest in parkour, and I discovered in parkour that my body just didn't have. I didn't have the body awareness, and I didn't have the range of motion that would enable me to progress.
Mm-hmm.
So from parkour, I tried other things. I did the yoga, the Pilates. I took adult gymnastics classes. I wanted very, very much to increase my range of motion. I knew that I could see that I did not have that range of motion. I didn't have that balance in my body. I wasn't able to get quite into those positions that would enable me to go beyond a very basic level. And I also felt heavy and a little clumsy. One of the things that you guys talk about is aiming at excellence, not mediocrity. And that's what I wanted to do. So I tried lots and lots of different things. I tried everything under the sun. But what I found was that as I tried to increase my range of motion, I kept on getting sore. It kept on hurting. So instead of it becoming easier, it was getting harder. And then by the end of 2014, I started getting really bad pain in my right hip. And it got to the point where simple things, stepping out to the side, even squatting, which is something that I've been working on personally for quite a while, for years. The movements within my customary range of motion were becoming painful. When I lay down, I would I'd have throbbing pain in my hip. So, went to the doctor. Doctor checked me out in a very rudimentary way. Sent me off to get an X-ray. X-ray came back with a suggestion of a cam lesion on my right femoral head. Okay, so he said, look, there's this condition known as FAI. I don't quite have enough to make a diagnosis. That's what it looks like it is. I'm going to send you off for an MRI. Went for the MRI. The MRI revealed basically a lot of irritation around that point. And he said, on the basis of that it looks like FAI. I'm going to refer you to a surgeon, and you can discuss getting an operation with him to shave down the cam lesion on your femoral head. And of course, it's surgery, so it's invasive, and there's recovery time, and it's probably going to cost you something like $10,000. Got the FAI Fix, read through it carefully, printed out the accompanying sheet, PDF. I spent 3 hours the first evening foam rolling my thighs and just doing the first things that I could. And the very next day, I felt an enormous difference. A difference that I would not have expected. I've been applying the FAI Fix ever since then. And nowadays, FAI is a thing of the past. Surgery it's not merely that I'm not opting for surgery. Surgery at this point is entirely unnecessary and not even on the radar.
You've tried, sounds like almost everything: acupuncture, massage, physical therapy,
Oh yes,
stretching, adult
yes.
gymnastics, etc., etc. Is there anything else that you would say is specifically kind of unique about what you've been starting to do with the FAI Fix that is not found in those other systems that you found helpful?
A lot of the alternative therapies, massage and acupuncture and whatnot, those things simply relax the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
But the FAI Fix really brings everything together. It's so simple. but the genius lies therein.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this conversation. We're going to continue our conversation because we're going to geek out on all kinds of flexibility stuff. And yeah, I just appreciate it. And we'll talk again soon.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.